Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a follow-up to the PokePower boxes scandal. We'll call it a scandal. Got some nasty emails from Noah, so we'll take a look at those. But before we do, we're just going to address the situation. For those of you that didn't watch the last video, this is it on the screen. I'll probably put that up above, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out, as well as a link to the video that PokeRev made. Essentially, he was upset because his name was getting put on this company. Whether that was intentional or not, we can't be certain, but this is their landing page. What used to be their landing page, and it certainly made it look like Rev had more to do with the company than he actually did, because he basically had nothing to do with it. He ordered the boxes anonymously. He did order quite a few, so some would argue that that might be incentive for the company to send him something better. That's not the biggest issue here. The biggest issue is things are not getting sent out. You shouldn't sell things that you don't have. You shouldn't sell beyond your means of producing these boxes. There's another company, Big Bat Box, owned by the same guy. Issues with that, similar issues with that. Apparently, delays of up to 8 months on that end. So far, the longest on the Pokemon side of things was 5 months before somebody had to do a chargeback. So that's the thing. I think the biggest issue here is if you don't have the ability to produce these, stop selling them on your website. Just put that it's out of stock. Make a delay of some kind. There's no reason you should be taking people's money if you don't possess the ability to send the items out. And you can't just tell them, okay, it'll be sent out this week, and it doesn't. It doesn't get sent. And then it doesn't get sent again, and then you just stop replying to them. So interesting enough, he got back to me pretty quick because I made a video. Why are you not getting back to everyone else that's complaining that you don't answer them through emails? Is it because you owe them something? Is it because they purchased your stuff and you have no intention of sending it right away, so you don't want to hear from them? That's not how life works. That's not how business works. I shouldn't have to explain this to you. Just put a cap on what you're selling. If you can't keep up to it, put a cap on it. Stop taking money. Stop making it available for purchase. Obvious. There's this like first person kind of syndrome that Noah seems to be under, where he thinks that he's the victim. He was helping PokeRev by getting more views on his video. No, you were using his image to sell your boxes. That's the only reason that you would make it that gigantic on your page. You weren't doing him a favor. He was, without knowing, doing you a favor. And even within my video, my last video, it was very clear that people don't watch or pay attention to what's going on in the video before they comment, because people thought I was going after Rev in the last one. Clearly they didn't watch that, because I'm not. He's not associated with the company. He made that clear to me. He made that clear to the company. And when we go onto the PokePower box site here, we can see that his face is no longer there because he requested that they remove it. I would be doing the same, because if you're not sending stuff out to people, it's starting to look like a scam, starting to look like a very unreliable company. And in my opinion, something that could disappear at any point in time with your money without sending you something. As we've seen, this is going to be a bankrupt city for these temporary grading companies, temporary middlemen, temporary everything trading cards. When the market goes to crap, poof, they don't exist anymore. This would be on my list of, if I had to predict the future, things that aren't going to be around, this might be up there. Especially with how well it's being run, apparently. When you can't get back to people, when you can't resolve the issues, when you can't even set up a limit on how many boxes can be purchased because you can't keep up to them, or you don't have the items yet, or maybe you don't have the money, you need some more orders to come in to buy the items. Don't know if that's the case, but there's no excuse for them not being shipped out in order. There's no excuse for them not being created and in hand before you sell them. If you have too many subscriptions, I don't know if there's anything more scummy than a mystery box. It's probably a subscription to one. I don't know. And then if you add on the raffles on top of that, which apparently the Big Bat box has some very delayed prizes being sent out for those. Not surprising. That you got like the trifecta of scummy business practice. Again, some people like mystery items, and to them I say just give your friend, someone that you actually trust, some money. Tell them to buy you some random stuff and send it to you. At least they should have a better idea of what you actually want, not junk slabs and whatever else. So let's get to the emails here. There were numerous complaints about Noah going after people that were criticizing him on Reddit and everywhere else. And it wasn't just a couple people that reached out to me. It was on 3 different platforms, countless people, and then countless comments with testimony. I verified quite a few of those, but I don't have time to go any further. It's very clear that we got some shady business practice going on. And so let's read the nasty emails. This was the original email that I sent to Noah. I said, "Hi Noah, wondering if I could speak to you about the issues your customers seem to be having with boxes not being shipped. Do you have Discord or Instagram? Thanks, Mike, aka Rattle Pokemon." So I reached out to him. I don't expect a response because he probably had no intention of responding if it weren't for the video itself, as you'll see here in his own words. So, PokePower Box TM says, "Hi Mike, nice of you to not wait more than 48 hours for a response from me before making a ridiculous YouTube video. I don't think it was ridiculous. I think it was extremely helpful and very fair game. You do know some of us work day and night and don't sit at home hurting people and their businesses. That's not my intention. If you hurt customers, I'm going to call it out. I don't want to see anyone's business get attacked, but if you're taking advantage of your customers, if you're not sending stuff out for months, if there's a huge potential of them never getting anything in general, if it's the trifecta of scammy businesses wrapped into one mega scam business plus, yeah, I'm going to make a video. If I have multiple people reaching out to me with hard evidence that they're not receiving their stuff, that you're not replying to them, showed that all in the last video, and I'd be happy to show it to you again. If you'd like to replay that, we can. We're not going to in this video. I'll send you a link to the last one. Maybe you didn't watch it. Maybe you don't want to watch it. I'm not always on the computer to respond immediately to emails. Well, I mean, you don't respond to your customers' emails when they send you a couple asking where their stuff is, but you respond to mine. You're going to waste your time responding to mine and being an asshole here. So let's see where that gets you. We are working on getting full-time customer service rep. We are still a new business at only 7 months. Things that take time, in all caps. I run a business full-time while dealing with the pitfalls of end-stage kidney failure at a young age, so maybe you can understand a delay in response of 2 days. I don't care if you respond to me in 2 days because I made a video bashing your stuff. I care if you're going to respond to and send out product to the customers that paid for it. Yes, I disagree with your business model, but this video wouldn't happen if I didn't have people coming to me complaining that they purchased things and they're not getting them and they're worried about having to do a chargeback. They only have so much time to do that, depending on their bank, depending on PayPal, depending on however they paid for your mystery boxes or your subscription or whatever. They have a time limit, so they have to make a decision. Also, I'm sorry about your kidney failure, but that has nothing to do with your business. That has nothing to do with it. You can't turn this into, oh, I'm sick, so I can't send out product. If you can't send out product, then don't sell product. We will be mailing you a defamation of character suit to your home address if I do not hear back from you after your publication of your false, harmful, and defaming video on your YouTube channel. I had a $150 million young man say the same thing. I don't think you understand defamation. I don't think anyone does. This is typical scare tactics. So now you're going to go into, I'm the victim. Then you're going to switch it up with, oh yeah, see you in court. I'm going to call BS. There is not a lawyer on the planet that would advise you to do so. My last video was my opinion mixed with testimony from many individuals who aren't receiving their stuff from you. I showed the receipts. I gave my opinion on that. I don't care who is putting mystery boxes together. I think they're a bad idea, and I would never put my name on them. If there's anything that I said in the last video, please correct it. I'd love to hear it, because I've read through this email already, and I didn't see any of that. He says, I have already met and spoken with my attorney this evening. He is certain we have a close and shut case thanks to your 28-minute video making up lies and harassing myself and my business that employs 3 very hardworking, honest people. That's funny because you told other people that you only have 2 people. Maybe you hired more. We have already copied, saved, and stored the video for the case. So I don't know if this is like some kind of tactic that he thinks I'm going to like hide my video. But I guess at that point he's saying don't bother hiding it. I'm not going to hide the video. It was fair use. It was fair commentary. It was my opinion. This is my opinion on top of your nasty emails that you sent me. And that's it. People are concerned. I'm concerned for them. That's all we're getting to. So if we want to give a little example here of defamation or slander and how you would have a case, I'd have to go and say something completely made up, defaming you. So now take this into consideration. Just an example. If I said that I peeked in your bedroom window and that I caught you jerking off into every single PokePower box and stated that as fact, but it was not, yes, okay, you have a case. But me looking at testimony from many of your customers, from the PokePower box, from the Big Bat box, from both of your businesses, and stating my opinion on it, that I wouldn't buy it, that people should avoid it. No, that's not going to fly. And if you talk to a real lawyer, they would tell you that. He says here, have you ever even ordered a box and reviewed it yourself? No, I'm not going to buy your garbage mystery crap. Get out of here. I'm not going to buy anyone's, let alone yours, to review it. I don't want to review it. I wouldn't purchase it for myself. I wouldn't purchase it for my worst enemy. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous, and it's a waste of time and money. Or do you just go off what you read on the internet? When the internet has receipts, the way that people sent me receipts of not receiving their stuff from you, yes, I go by what I read on the internet or what I hear from people on the internet. Whether that's through DMs, messages, all of the above. That's why I'm here. Our business is 100% legitimate, licensed in the state of California as well as the federal level, respectively. Don't care. We pay our taxes. Is there any kind of like extra filing that you have to do when you're making items that are not actual items? IRL loot boxes. We pay our taxes, support local youth groups, and even donate Pokemon cards weekly to a local card shop to give to kids who get good grades. So it seems like you do pretty much everything except send the customers who purchased your shit the shit they bought. You have it all wrong in your little video. All right, welcome to hear it. Our boxes are not primarily sold as mystery boxes. They are subscription boxes. Yeah, but if it's a mystery box, it's a subscription box. That's the same thing. It's a mystery subscription box. If the contents were listed out, sure, subscription box. Where the contents are a mystery, that makes them mystery boxes. Ever heard of them? Yeah, it's the same shit. It's a product that is sent to you monthly for you to enjoy. In this instance, Sorry, I can't read that with a straight face. Sent you monthly to enjoy. In this instance, Pokemon packs from all modern sets. Cool. People can't find packs at the store, and that is where we come in, and they love the experience. So, do you think maybe in this, twisted world of yours where you think you're this lord and savior of Pokemon packs, that you buying the packs and putting them in the mystery crap is also contributing to a shortage of packs? Also, everything's very available right now. Maybe in certain areas you can't find anything on the shelf. You can go online and buy pretty much any pack you want for Modern. They love I don't know if they all love the experience. I'm seeing a lot more not love than love in anything I'm reading about your two companies. We have children, teens, adults, and 90-year-old men who subscribe monthly and rave about our boxes. Dude, I don't care. That's why we have sold and continue to sell so many. It's basic common sense. No, I think this is the uninformed Pokemon community that just wants an extra gamble. It's the same thing with like Razzle Dazzles on Facebook. Those being more illegal on the end of extra gambling added onto stuff. But it's also just uninformed consumers. So, sorry to tell you, but anyone that's buying your stuff either hates money or is uninformed or is some kind of crazy gambling addict that's been kicked out of every casino and now has to buy mystery shoe boxes filled with leftover Pokemon stuff that you're trying to dump. Also, the big YouTubers, well, it might not be their intention, are encouraging people to buy these. Usually not their intention. If it gets views, they're probably going to make the videos. But the only reason they're making the videos is the fact that it doesn't really matter if they get ripped off, because they're going to make money on the videos. Alright, if you would have done any real research, you would have seen countless happy customers unboxing videos on YouTube and all across social media. Yeah, they want to do it on YouTube and everything else because it'll generate clicks. We have hundreds and hundreds of customer submitted photos and videos pinned miles along our Instagram page, and every single customer... We have to go look at the Instagram. There wasn't miles on your Instagram page. There were very few. It took very few scrolls before you could see the Rev one, if even any scrolls. Is either posted or tagged directly so you can see for yourself that they are indeed real people who made the purchase themselves. Yeah, I don't disagree. The difference with them is they received their box, where we're talking about the people that didn't. You can even message and ask every single one of them. I'm not going to do that. I don't care if people received boxes. I get the fact that you sent some out, because even Rev had some to open on his channel. What we're talking about is you not sending them out and you using Rev's image to push sales, and then claiming it was for his benefit. We have sold and shipped over 8,000 PokePower boxes. Again, it doesn't matter. You got to ship all of them. Since our company started in August of 2021. If you need proof of this, I have every single order on file with our Shopify account, including every single tracking number, all showing full delivery. I don't want to see all the deliveries. I would like to know how many of them were late. That would be an interesting statistic. I would imagine, I'm not going to say most, I'm going to say a lot. I would say a lot were probably delayed. We also seed accurately the vintage packs. Okay. There's no way that I can prove that. And there's no way that I'm going to actually go back and look at everyone's boxes to find out if you seed the vintage packs. What you don't mention here is the fact that the vintage packs are not necessarily a certain value, not necessarily a certain amount of vintage. How vintage is vintage? Is XY base vintage? Black and white vintage? Is it all going all the way back to WotC? Is it like a demo pack from some older set? It's still a vintage pack, right? In someone's definition. And graded cards, right? Graded cards, junk slabs. Just as we say, not everyone in the world is out to get you. We actually put in our boxes what we say, and our reviews speak for themselves. So there's the little like technicality. Like, okay, so it's a graded card. Who gives a shit? If it's not worth anything, if it probably shouldn't even have been sent in for grading. If it's graded by some company that's not going to exist and that doesn't add any value, and it's a $3 Pokemon V, it's not really a graded card. I mean, it is technically a graded card, but it's the same thing as the vintage pack. So there's like a gray area within that where we've seen companies similar to this with mystery crap saying, hey, you get graded stuff, but it's graded garbage and graded garbage slabs. The video you made of myself and my business is a disgrace, and you should be ashamed. Sorry, but I'm not. I am honest, hardworking 24-year-old. Cool. Again, not information that I need to know. And then here we're going to get back into the victim mentality for a minute. I was diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure on February 4th of 2021 and have been battling it daily ever since, while still running my business in order to keep myself going. I'm now awaiting a full kidney transplant. If I want to live any longer, I am on dialysis full-time to stay alive. I have to do it for 10 hours every single night while I sleep to clean and filter my blood. This has numerous daily physical implications on my life, along with the list of medications I have to take. If you still don't believe me, or you can even contact my doctor, I don't need to do that. Just dial it back. Stop taking orders until you fill the orders, and then put more orders up when you can catch up. That's all it takes. Or make sure that your business partners are able to get everything done. If you can't be there, they have to be able to keep up. It's not someone's fault. It's not advertised on the site that, okay, it might take an extra 5 or 8 months before you get your stuff. That's not acceptable, especially when you promise that it's going to be sent out the same week and it's not. It doesn't matter how much work you can or can't do. The customer, that's not how customer service works. That's not how business works. If you have 3 other people that you employ, make sure that they have what they need to be able to fulfill the orders. And if they can't, dial back the orders. Or get more employees. Or have the boxes done up beforehand before you take the orders. There's so many ways to avoid these issues. And if you're sick, sorry that you're sick. But that's not on your customers. Alright, meanwhile, you can sit back in your comfy little chair. I don't know why people really hate on my chair. My chair is very old. It is comfy, but sit back on your comfy little chair and make things up about myself and my business. It's a disgrace. I have made nothing up. Again, I'm sharing my opinions. Maybe some pretty solid business advice for you. Stop taking orders if you can't fulfill the orders. Have the product ready before you sell the product. Stop taking money until you catch up. Super easy. I'm sure you know this, but hopefully it's not in a place where you need the revenue to create the older orders that aren't being shipped out right away. It's kind of what it looks like. You should really find better ways to spend your time other than making ridiculous videos based on zero fact about people. I mean, again, the receipts are all there. There's a great example in the last one where you just stop responding to a customer who's concerned about their stuff not shipping out. You tell them it's going to ship out. It doesn't ship out. They ask about it, and you ignore them. You don't ignore me. You respond to me right away after the video happened, but you ignore them. They're paying you. I'm not. I'm not going to buy your mystery box. Ever. So instead of responding to me, fix it for the customers and fix it so it doesn't happen anymore. That's it. Example, you pull your information from Reddit threads posted by people who also have no idea what they're talking about. What a joke. Those are your customers. They have the receipts. They purchased from you. I've seen all the receipts. I've seen the email attempts. I've seen you promise it was going to be sent out the same week. Then it doesn't get sent out. The Reddit buddies you associate with have personally attacked me and my illness on numerous occasions. No, you take it as an attack on your illness. I didn't even know you were ill. And again, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't matter in this case. You need to make the arrangements necessary to have the stuff shipped out, especially if it's an ongoing illness. You have to have the other people that are helping you, that are employed, be able to take care of business so the customers get their stuff. It's not like this free pass to just not send stuff out to people and have them, it's a huge headache to have to deal with chargebacks and everything else. Not to mention you tie up their money for however long it takes you to either send or not send it, where they get fed up and charge back. That says the kind of person you are and where you get your information and facts. You make your little videos on. Again, these aren't my Reddit buddies. I've just made a Rattle Pokemon Reddit account for the sake of reaching out to people on there. There's also people that reached out to me on Instagram and on Twitter. I know none of these people, but they were able to provide me with the information, with the receipts I needed to make an informed video, which we did last time, and to give my opinion on it. That's it. I suggest you get yourself together, find a life and a real hobby, and end the abuse of people and small businesses for your own benefit. No. You see, these people that you aren't sending stuff to don't have a platform, and that's why you bully them. That's why you can send them nasty stuff, but you can't do that to me. That's not how it works. I'm going to speak for them. Just like you think you're the little guy, they're an even smaller fish. They're just making a purchase from you and just want their stuff. Other than the people that are upset because the boxes contain not so great items. That's a whole different issue. But for the main brunt of this, it's mostly the fact that you just don't send stuff out to people for months. And then lie to them and tell them it's going out the same week. And then stop responding to them. And it's the second business does the same thing. The only reason for the order delays was due to a massive influx of orders we received during the holidays, and shortly thereafter, the PokeRev video came out. Okay, turn the orders off. Say out of stock. Say we're not taking orders at this time until we catch up. Same solutions. I don't know if you don't want to hear it, but that's how you fix this. That's how you should have fixed this. Was it the same thing? Was it the PokeRev stuff that the big bat box people were not getting their stuff? Not getting their razzle dazzle supreme surprise when they won? How does it take 8 months to send a prize that you should already have if you're going to do a raffle giveaway thing based on people that buy your boxes? Is it because he didn't have one? You didn't have one lined up? Have the stuff before you sell it. It doesn't even need to be the same contents and everything. You just need to create the boxes before you sell them. That's it. Have a certain number in the inventory. Okay, today we packed up 20 boxes. Put the inventory on the site if people want to buy the individual boxes. Make sure your subscribers are all fulfilled. Yes, they're still getting mystery boxes, whether they're subscribed or not. Make sure the people that are paying monthly have all their stuff. Create some more boxes. If you have extra, sell them as individual boxes. These delays came alongside an already difficult market with COVID. Okay, here's the COVID excuse. Man, I hate this. Every single business, every single person that ever has anything late now, it's like, oh yeah, well, it's really hard. These are hard times. Hit the cove. It's because the cove still looming and affecting our daily operations. Sure, that would explain maybe shipping time. If it's 3 people, I would assume that most of them are your friends and family. And it's probably not affecting your daily operations. But, okay, so if you send it, maybe the carrier has a delay, especially in around Christmas time. That's understandable. But your customers should have a tracking number and be like, okay, I totally understand. Shipping is delayed. That's fine. That's not what you're telling these customers either. you're telling them that it's going to be shipped out that week and that it doesn't. Or you just don't reply to them because you don't sit at your computer, because you don't answer emails. It's part of a business. I assume you've never run a legitimate business yourself in your life, otherwise you would understand that large influxes like that can cause huge logistical nightmares. No, I've never sold mystery boxes, but I definitely have business experience. And I mean, even someone that doesn't should know that you should just have what you're selling before you sell it. Have it ready. There's not that much to it. It's a shoebox filled with Pokemon items that people don't want. Or that you went and picked up at Walmart and stuck in a box. Claim that you're saving people from the evil scalpers, but all you're doing is buying shit off the shelf probably and sticking it in a shoebox and selling it at a markup. Same thing. Just like the razzle-dazzlers that complain about the evil scalpers that are charging too much, but then they'll charge even more in total value with all the people that are pumping into spots in their mini, mega, super Raz Supremes. Again, we have sold and shipped over 8,000 boxes. Don't care. And I have 100% of the proof. I have some proof that you didn't send some of them, and that it took months to the point that people had to cancel. They canceled an item that they wanted and waited a few months before they did, because they were worried they just weren't going to get it. And I would say that I'd be in the same boat. Especially if you say you're going to ship it out the same week and then you don't, and then you stop replying. That's red flags, and that would be, in my opinion, a good reason to charge back. We have kept all customers updated. No, you haven't. I have evidence of you not replying back to their emails on any and all delays via weekly emails and daily social media posts, and have proof of all this. So you said, sorry, there will be some delays, but you didn't reply back to the customer that you told them it would be shipped out the same week. Interesting how you skip over this and all the good things about PokePower boxes in your little video. Why does it have to be a little video? Isn't it like a 24-minute video? It's not that little. Furthermore, we have zero affiliation with PokeRev. No, I get that. We have nothing to do with him. He made his purchases on his own accord anonymously. Yeah, we get that. But you did put his face all over your website to the point that people associate him with your company, your extremely poorly run company. And he obviously doesn't want that. What do you think he asked you to take his stuff off your website? Because he's getting complaints that it's his company, that he's associated, that he's sponsored. People are going to assume stupid stuff regardless. But that's what it comes down to. He doesn't want to be associated with you because you're a liability. I don't know how many people need to tell you that. Clearly, if you don't see that, there's no helping you. I look forward to speaking with you soon, Mike. Noah, owner. So that was the first long-winded response. Then, without messaging him back, he says, furthermore, you can come see our shop yourself here in Chico, California. You can see just how honestly we run our business and how many orders we ship out daily. We just moved into a larger space to accommodate everything necessary to fulfilling orders. We spend all day, every day, packing, shipping, sorting, etc. Come see us, bud. No, I don't need to. I don't need to be there to know that people aren't getting their stuff. You can make as many excuses as you want. It's the same thing with the graded gem stuff. It's like, yeah, but look at how many successful orders we had. Look at how many, it's only a small percentage. No, that small percentage adds up. You have to send to every customer. That's how it works. Every customer paid. Every customer should receive a box in a timely manner. And if you can't, you have to make that very clear. And if you can't, you need to adjust how many you're selling so that you can. All right. So I planned on just making a video response. So he was very worked up here. So he kept sending me messages. He sent me another one here that says, no response. See you in court. Again, you're full of shit. You won't see me in court, because you would be wasting your money, and there's no fucking way you talk to a lawyer. No chance. Calling you. 100% no way you talk to a lawyer, because there's no way they would advise you to do anything, because you can't. It's all fair use. It's all testimony from people. And I'm allowed to share my opinion on your business practice. All right. So I just told him I'll respond in a video, which is this video. And he said, better yet, give me a call so we can settle this like adults. The route you are taking is incredibly childish, after I just explained in every detail of the business and my difficult personal life to you. Dude, I don't care about your personal life. This isn't, I said nothing about your personal life. I'm criticizing your business based on the information given to me by your customers. Many of your customers. I look forward to speaking with you if you are in fact an adult. So this is weird, because surely if you watched my video, he should know that I'm older than 24, I think he said he was. Sorry, I'm an adult most of the time. Alright, so then I tell him we can discuss over the phone if you are alright with recording the whole conversation. And he replies, I see what's happening now. You want to record the conversation so you can make an entirely new video criticizing every word I say to you over the phone to build drama for your YouTube channel. Do you understand how sad that is? That you need to try to destroy a person's livelihood to benefit your YouTube channel? Go read the initial email I sent you again. Every single detail about myself and the business is laid out for you. So he's the one that wanted to talk. He just doesn't want it to be recorded, and now he's upset again. I can see how a lot of the customers were complaining that he was doing similar, sending similar emails to them. You don't send this kind of stuff to critics or even to customers. You don't have to tell them that you're sick. You don't have to tell them that you sent out a bunch of orders and you just didn't feel like sending theirs, that theirs was delayed, but you sent out 100% of all other orders at some point. Or about how you have tracking for other happy customers. They don't care. They want their item that they purchased, even if it was a terrible purchase. We aren't out to harm anyone. I don't care if you're out to harm anyone. Your negligence is harming people because it's wasting their time. It's a predatory business, but at the same time, it wouldn't even be an issue. I wouldn't be making a video or a second video on it if it wasn't harming people, because it is. It's wasting their time. They're buying something. Sure, they shouldn't be buying it to begin with, but they're also buying something based on the fact that PokeRev opened them, which was kind of deceptive advertising for you to put him on your landing page, bigger than everything else, made it look like it was his business. People don't look into things very much, especially people that are buying mystery boxes. Maybe don't have the research done to know that it's not associated with PokeRev. And then they have to wait months for you to not send anything. And then they have to waste their time with the chargeback with their credit card company or PayPal. That's harming people. And it's deceptive. Life happens. Things happen in business. Life isn't easy. And we are working incredibly hard day in and day out to make sure everyone is taken care of. No, you're not. Definitely not. Taken care of? Yes, sure. Maybe you planned on sending stuff out 8 months later. But that doesn't work. That's not how it works. And sure, if some smaller delays happen, something happens that you have to send it out the next week, whatever, you apologize. Sorry about that. Not 8 months. And don't tell somebody something's going to be shipped out after they complain that it hasn't been shipped out, and then don't ship it out. I already told you 8,000 orders shipped and I approved. Don't care. Don't care. We're not making a video about the people that received the stuff. We're making a video about the people that got delayed stuff. And then how many of these 8,000 had delayed orders because you didn't have the items to sell at the time? You're overselling. I dare you, but you won't, because it doesn't feed into your false dramatic narrative that you were building for your YouTube channel to bring you viewers, subscribers, and ego boosts. I've had it with you and the people you associate with, spreading generic lies based off zero fact. Just leave me alone. My life is already hard enough with my end-stage kidney failure. Again, this has nothing to do with your personal life. I don't care how hard your life is. That's not your customer's fault. I'm not out to harm anyone at all and never have been in my life. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're just dumb and you oversell things. Maybe you don't understand that putting a cap on how many boxes you sell based on how many you have ready would solve the entire issue. And then you can send it out right away. If it still can't get sent out right away because you just don't have the staff, but you have the revenue coming in, increase your numbers at a reasonable rate. I can't imagine listing something on eBay that I don't own and then going out and buying it and then selling it. Because you'd run into similar issues where, oh crap, I can't find it. And then you have nothing to send. So then you have to cancel the order, or you just, in this case, delay. You wait for Walmart to restock and delay, and then you have an upset customer. So here I say it would be recorded for a video, yes, whole conversation, no edits. You can explain the situation and we can discuss the issues. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you would like to talk to me, that's how it would happen. So no, I'm not going off the record. That's not how it works. You bullied other people in messages. You can't do that with me. That doesn't work. That doesn't fly. Tough. So we can either make a follow-up video like this, or I gave you the option if you wanted to sit down and discuss with me in a recorded video and explain to customers and explain what you're going to do to resolve the issue. That was an option. I wasn't going to edit it out of context. We could include the entire thing. We still can if you want, but I mean, it's just a broken record of you saying that it's not your fault because kidney failure. It's not your fault because delays. It's not your fault because you sold too many, but that part is the most your fault. You just don't sell as much. Surely you can just prevent people from buying them until you can catch up. Unless maybe none of the boxes are made in advance. They're just made as the orders come in, and that's where you're running into issues. I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes, but it seems extremely poorly managed, and your customers are upset about that. All right. So I reply with, I just planned on making a video response to the email you sent me. It's your words and will be in their entirety. You seem to really want a response in your email, so I'll give you a thorough one and a follow-up video. I sent that email to you in full confidence as clarification and explanation of the business and our practices. I didn't send it to you for use to generate more views for your YouTube channel, Mike. You're simply going to twist my words, and I wouldn't be surprised if you made fun of my kidney disease, as you seem to like the type after I've seen you, who you associate with. The people that I'm associating with, I guess I should move myself down. The people that I'm associating with are people, your customers, that are upset. I'm not associating with them anywhere beyond that. So I don't know what this means. I'm not going to make fun of the fact that you have kidney disease. I don't think that's relevant. I mean, if you want to keep using it as an excuse, that's fine. I just think that there's ways that when you have 3 employees that are probably doing the majority of the work, you have to do your best to make sure that they have the tools that they need to successfully send out orders. And if they can't, reduce the amount of orders. Stop selling them. It should be all made up beforehand, but it wouldn't surprise me if your business is kind of just running on the fumes of money comes in, you purchase items, you put the box together, which is not going to be time efficient. If you don't have these boxes or you don't have the funds to make these boxes beforehand, that's probably where you're going to run into issues. All right. I don't want all of your subscribers to know about my personal health struggles. I mean, I didn't want to know about your personal health struggles either. So just don't tell anyone about them. That is a private matter to me and not for to use in your videos. Well, I'm sorry, I made a video, and if you're going to send me nasty threats in emails, I'm going to make a video about it, because you're probably doing the same thing to the other customers that are criticizing you for not sending their stuff out. And maybe they bend the knee to your threats of slander, defamation. I'm not going to. That's not me. I don't care if you're a $150 million young man or a guy that just doesn't send out mystery items. I don't care. Stop harassing me. Stop harassing my business and our customers. I'm not harassing your customers. I am helping your customers see the issue here. See that they shouldn't be buying your stuff. It's my opinion that people shouldn't buy mystery items of any kind. I don't care if it's from the biggest YouTuber and it's the most honest company doing it. I don't care if it's the Walmart ones, the mystery cubes or whatever. You shouldn't be buying any of it. It's a waste of money. Buy the items that you want. Or trade with somebody that knows what you want. You're just going to end up with a bunch of junk that you don't want. You're going to have to sell it. And even if you do hit something good once in a while, the average cost of your mystery crap is going to be less than the value of what came in them. Stop spreading lies and drama. It's not lies, it's not drama. And leave me alone in all caps. Like, make up your mind. You're threatening me. You want me to leave you alone, but you're going to threaten me. You want to see me in court. Everything else. Make up your mind. Again, I wouldn't be here if you just sent the mystery items out to your customers. It's on them at the end of the day, whether they want to buy a garbage box, shoe box from PokePowerbox.com or not. It's their purchase. It's their money. But when it gets to the point that you have deceptive marketing and you don't send stuff out for months at a time and you're probably just going to disappear, that's where I step in and I had to make videos. Because maybe somebody watches my stuff. Maybe they learn from this. Maybe they don't. That's the, at the end of the day, the reason the YouTube channel exists is to advise people of shady practices. And there's some going on here, for sure. You have already attempted once to ruin my life when I was done nothing wrong. Stop, Mike. A handful of delayed orders is not worth you destroying my livelihood. It's incredibly frustrating dealing this when we have already shipped and delivered 95% of all orders, 8,000 plus. You keep saying this 8,000 plus. So they're like, what is it? 5%? I don't care how many orders you shipped. And I have no doubt that a lot of them were shipped even if they were extremely late. That's the problem. Don't sell something you don't have. I can't repeat this enough. Maybe you'll get this after watching this video. And I have all the proof for anyone who wants it. Just because you have a YouTube channel doesn't make you some god that can hurt people and get away with it. No, but it does make me someone that's going to stand up to you. As I'm sure customers experience the same flurry of lawsuit threats and everything else. And maybe you'll learn now not to do that. Maybe you'll change your practice. I'd love to hear it if you do. Start making the boxes up before you sell them. That's the largest issue. And if you can't see that, I don't think you'll ever see that. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Join the Discord. Noah, if you do have a change of heart and you would like to show us how you're going to make this a better business, how you're going to have the items ready beforehand, before you sell them, how you're going to make the changes necessary to not make your customers wait, how you're going to change your attitude in emails, whether it's to me or to your customers that are complaining that they're not receiving their box for months on end. Let's talk. Until then, This is junk.